Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another week of the Platinum Draft League. We are here in week 3, coming off of our very close loss against Mr. Okanai week 2. It was an unfortunate loss, but it still puts us in the positive, and hopefully with week 3's match we can stay positive, we can keep on I can get on a winning streak. Sorry if I'm yawning a lot. I actually just woke up not too long ago. Because Mr. Joker has 2 battles he has to do today. He's doing this battle, and then he also has to do his week 2 battle, because he hasn't done that yet. So, I have built a team to do our best against Mr. Joker. Let me show you what he has. So, Joker has Greninja, Sylveon, Alomomola, Gligar, Talonflame, Rotom Frost, Mega Aggron, Mienshao, Dragalge, Lycanroc Midday, Delmise, and Meloetta. So he has a lot of interesting picks of this team. He has Protein Greninja, who every time it comes in, it can always change up its typing and it can just do more wacky stuff. Not to mention it has a wide move pool, which can even include spikes if you really wanted spikes for that. He has a Sylveon and an Alomomola who can both provide witch support. One is more offensive and one is more defensive. He has super bulky Mega Aggron, who is super physically bulky, a little less specially bulky, but still good enough. And then with those wish supporters, you can easily get back up to full. He has a lot of good speed tiers with Gren, Talonflame, Mienshao, Lycanroc. So yeah, his team is overall pretty strong. Like we said in the power ranking, we ranked it number 2 overall. So that's very strong indeed. So we're going to have to see what we can do against that. So I devised a team that I think will be good for taking on Mr. Joker. So first up, we have our Chestnut. I decided to bring Chestnut because with its unique typing and its good defensiveness, it can cover a lot of Joker's physical offense. We are running Bulletproof. Bulletproof can actually do some interesting stuff because it can catch off guard if he's running things like Sludge Bomb, Shadow Ball, which he can run with some members of his team, which can be good to catch him off guard there. And then we have Seed Bomb and Drain Punch do some big damage. We have Leech Seed, so we can get up some seeds for ourselves or for other Pokemon when we swap in. And we have Spikes, because looking at Joker's team, his team can kind of just ignore his team really ignores Stealth Rock, especially with Pokemon like Mega Aggron and Alum, who can just heal up afterwards. And then even the Pokemon who are weak to rocks, he can just put some boots on and then he'll be good to go. So I decided to bring Spikes because I think Spikes will be a little bit more useful here this week. But yeah, so the main thing here is we are going to come in. We're going to wall on some defensive Pokemon, and we're just going to hit back with some good moves. The only problem with this set is that we kind of get walled out by Delmise, which could be a problem, but we have other Pokemon who can deal with Delmise. Next up, we have our Seismitoad. This is the one we traded from the Sanguine Scizors. The plan with Seismitoad is to be a nice bulky wall. Originally this was going to be Rock Setter, but then I decided I wanted Spikes. So he's just going to be a little bit of a special defensive wall with Scald, Earth Power, Sludge Wave, and Toxic. Sludge Wave is mainly there in case he tries to send in his Delmise or his Sylveon in order to counter my Seismitoad. So that way I have something to hit those. Scald and Earth Power are just generic, hard-hitting moves for us, and then Toxic mainly for Alomomola and a few other things in case. Next, we have our Electabuzz. I want to bring Electabuzz back because unfortunately, because of Okanai's sweep, it didn't really get the momentum that it wanted to. But I think this week it should be able to get it. We're running a special set rather than a physical set with Thunderbolt, Focus Blast, Psychic, and Volt Switch. So this thing's basically the same plan as last week, except we're hitting on the physical side. It's supposed to be fast. It's going to get in there. It's actually pretty fast. I think there are 3 things fast in it, but we tie with Mienshao, which is his 4th fastest, and we're faster than everything else. And we have decent coverage to hit most things. Again, we can't really hit Delmise that much, and I think Delmise is probably going to be a problem with this week if it comes, which I think it will. But we'll have to see on that. Next up, we have Mega Sableye. Mega Sableye has, I believe, the exact same moveset. I think it's the exact same one we were at last week. Because again, Joker is a very physical team. Will-O-Wisp is good for burning, especially Pokemon like Mega Aggron to lower its attack, and other Pokemon like Mienshao. This is actually a perfect Mienshao check because it's completely immune to its fighting moves, so I can save things like Heatran. But we'll still take damage from U-turns, but Will-O-Wisp is going to be good. Having knockoff to get rid of items is going to be good. And then we have Foul Play, so that way we can hit back to those hard-hitting physical attackers, especially Pokemon like Delmise. Next up, we have probably the most interesting set of the week. We have Power Herb Heatran with Flamethrower, Scorching Sand, Solar Beam, and Substitute. So this is an interesting set. Basically, what the plan is with Heatran is obviously, even though I want Heatran to be a strong attacker, a lot of Joker's team is going to be faster. So what my plan is I want to swap in on a Pokemon who can't really deal with us. That would be a Pokemon like Delmise, or a Pokemon like, who's another Pokemon that can't really handle us? Probably Talonflame, because we're running Flash Fire. And then once they swap into something else to try and counter us, I can use up a substitute, and then I can hit them with some strong flamethrowers, try to get some burns off with Scorching Sand. And then Solar Beam is mainly there to catch the Alamomola off guard. I believe when I was doing the calcs, a Solar Beam will do about, I want to say it'll do about, I forget. It does a good chunk. I think it does like about 75%-ish at max. So if we can catch him off guard when he thinks we're going to swap and we can get off a nice Solar Beam, then he'll be pressured to try and do something, and he'll have to figure that out, which we can take advantage of. Then last up, we have our Azelf, the prominent sweeper of last match. Azelf is going to be running a sort of similar set this week, except this time it's going to be Life Orb with Psychic, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, and Baton Pass. I decided to run Baton Pass for rotation over U-turn because with U-turn it would be getting low chip damage, plus we would also be taking Life Orb damage, so with Baton Pass it would be safer. And Baton Pass is allowed as long as we're not passing over stats, which we don't have any stat boosts we can pass over, so we don't have to worry about that. The only problem is that if they get some random some random stat drop off on us with some random move, then we'd have to be passing that over, which will kind of suck. But we'll figure it out for there. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. I didn't really have a chance to talk with anyone for this team, so if this match goes badly, it's all on me for not reaching out. We're actually going to be battling Joker right away, so I will see you in just a couple of minutes. Alright, we're back. It's only been like 2 minutes, but we're here. I've got the team set, the challenge is here. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to click accept, and we're going to see what we have to go up against. I forgot I have battle music on. Whoops. So let's look at the team. So the team made some changes. It's not the exact team we were expecting, but it's a decent team. He has Aggron. He doesn't have Alum, but he does have Sylveon. He has Gren, Meloetta, and Mian Shao. So instead of Alum, he brought Gligar. Interesting. Okay. So this is still pretty good. We have good predictions on what he can do. The only problems with my team that I can see is we don't have anything to get rid of rocks, but we don't care too much about rocks, but getting too much chip off could be dangerous. The way I see this start, he's either going to lead Gligar to get his own rocks up, or he's going to lead Gren. So I think my best bet is probably to lead Chestnut. Or no, I want to lead Sableye so I can go big, get my wall up, and then oh, I almost forgot to type good luck, have fun. So yeah, I think my best bet is to lead Sableye Mega so I have my Magic Bounce ready. If he U-turns with Gren or Mian Shao, whatever, but if he tries to go for rocks, that'll pressure him out. And then we can hopefully knock off, or if you want, I feel it's necessary, we can recover instead. So we'll see. He does lead his Mian Shao, which means he's going to want to go for a big U-turn on us. Let me see, Mega Sableye, Mian Shao. U-turn doesn't do a lot, so we should be fine. Well, it also depends on his set, but it shouldn't do a lot. So I'm gonna Mega, and I'm going to knock off whatever wants to come in. He does U-turn for a small chunk. It's a Life Orb, interesting. So it's all a matter of who comes in next. It's probably gonna be Sylveon, because Sylveon's the best check. And if that's the case, we'll knock off its leftovers it probably has. If something else comes in, that'll also be good, and we can knock off whatever they have. But I do think it's Sylveon who's going to be hitting the floor. I want to check something. What kind of coverage does Sylveon have? If it's Cleric, it's probably going to have Hyper Voice. I know it gets, yeah, Sylveon comes in, it loses lefties. I know Sylveon gets some other moves. Oh, it's a Cleric set. I know it gets Mystical Fire. That's always a possibility. Honestly, I think my best check is to just go raw into Heatran, because without Alum here, we're not really walled that much. Ooh, he's going for a sub. Is this a sub mindset? Interesting. Interesting, Mr. Joker. But we are faster. He gets a little bit of chip off with that Hyper Voice, but it does actually nothing. So he's gonna swap now. I think my best bet is to click Flamethrower again, just in case, yeah, he goes for the Gligar swap. We get a fine chunk off. That's good. I don't really think I want to take an EQ. And I know he's probably just gonna throw up his rocks. So I think in this situation, I just want to swap back to Sableye to try and pressure the rocks away. So I'm gonna do that. He does get a nice EQ off for a bit of damage. I'm gonna recover here to heal me up. He might take this chance to roost in turn, in which case, whatever. So I think this is actually pretty good for us. With him without Alum and only having Sylveon, we can easily wall that with Heatran. He goes back into Sylveon, which is fine. We get our recover off. I'm gonna swap back into Heatran. We're gonna tank another Hyper Voice. As tempting as Scorching Sands is to catch something with a burn, I still want to click Flamethrower in case he decides to swap back into Gligar. And then also depending, but if he's running min speed, and we want to think that we can't outspeed him. I didn't run enough speed. Oh, he did bring back in Gligar, and it got high rolled on Fort. Oh, I knocked up my death, sorry. So Gligar came back in and it got high rolled. So Gligar's gone. So that puts us at a nice start. Mienshao comes back in. Mienshao is here. It's going to pressure a fighting move, but that's probably just going to U-turn back out into Sylveon. Let me see something. Mienshao. Defensive pivot. How much damage is Chestnut taking? Chestnut takes a good chunk from about everything. No, I think I just go back into Sableye. Sableye is my best tank for this. He does try to knock off, but gets nothing. Regenerator Mienshao is going to be a problem. I forgot it gets Regenerator. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna click Foul Play. If he stays in and tries to get more damage, then I'll punish him. If he swaps, I'll just get a little bit of damage off on whatever comes in, probably Sylveon. Yeah, Sylveon comes in. We get a nice little 11%. I mean, he is wearing down our Heatran pretty fast. Oh, he doubles out. That's smart. Damn. He doubles back out into Mienshao. I got played. No, I'm bringing in Chestnut. Damn, that does a lot. Do I stay in and tank it? I don't think I'll tank it. I think I died at pretty much anything. I died to CC and Poison Jab. Do I think he's going to click CC again? Probably. I'm just going to click Spikes. If we can get a layer of Spikes up, that'll be good for us. I was worried going into this. He has Blaze Kick. Okay. So that was his coverage move. Blaze Kick. Alright. So that's gone. So right now, we can bring in Azelf. Looking at our options, I don't want to click Psychic because Gren is right there. But I don't need to click Psychic because 1, we're faster than Mienshao, and 2, whatever. I'm gonna click, do I click Flamethrower instead in case the Aggron comes in? I don't think he's bringing in Aggron. I'm clicking T-Bolt. Meloetta comes in. Oh, is that Vest? I think that's a Vest. What are these Meloetta sets? Z Celebrate is the main set. I think it's a Vest. It tanked that weight really well. I think that's Vest. But we do have ideally one of the best counters with Mega Sableye again. Although he might predict that and he might go into I think it's our best answer still. But he might predict a he might predict this and then swap into something else. We're running dual Dark Stab, so we don't have to worry about not hitting Meloetta with something. I don't know if Meloetta gets fairy coverage. Yeah, completely immune to Hyper Voice, which is good. I have a chance to get some free recovery off. Ah, it does get Dazzling Gleam. That was my bad. I don't know why I didn't. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I'm such an idiot. And he has Energy Ball. Oh no. This is a problem. Because this thing is especially bulky. It's definitely Vest. I'm guessing its last move is a Psychic move. All my remaining Pokemon are special. God damn. Swaps into Sylveon for some reason. I'm gonna do a play. There, so now we don't have to worry about whatever comes in next. God, I can't believe I threw 2 months away to the Meloetta. Ugh. Like 2 Pokemon I brought specially defensive, and I gave them to the Meloetta. He's gonna come in, he's gonna do something. Greninja. He could try to Water Shuriken me. I think my best bet's to go for the Solar Beam Gambit. Yeah. 1 hit. 2 hit. Come on, stop, you son of a bitch. He got the crit and he got the 5 hit. Bro, that was the worst case scenario. Come on. That was literally the worst case scenario. A crit and a 5 hit in the same thing. I'm pretty sure that was one of the only things that killed us. Yeah, because normally it would do 80 to 96. We would have tanked 25 of that. And then we could have lived, but he got a crit and a 5 hit. That was worst case scenario, bro. Well, I'm pretty sure at this point we just lose to Meloetta. So, don't know what to do here, Chief. Pretty sure at this point Meloetta just kind of comes in, walls us, and takes us out. Man, we were so good too. I could have lived that Water Shuriken. I would have Solar Beamed. It would have killed Gren. We would have been in a better position. But I got the worst possible situation for myself. The 5 hit and the crit. That just sucked. We're going for the wildcard gambits. Aggron comes in. Ooh, 60 off a Thunderbolt. That's kind of nice. Hey, Electabuzz, you want to finish the nice man off, please? Bop. Alright. We still have a chance. I'm putting my fate in the hands of my low tier and my sweeper. Let's go. This is our chance. This is my moment. The Gambit's paying off. And whether he brings in Gren or Mien Xiao, where we have moves for both of those. If Meloetta comes back in, we just kind of suffer for a bit. Because I have nothing to hit Melo. Not with these two, at least. I just kind of got a stab right through Melo. And then also, if we can outspeed Mien Xiao. If we outspeed Mien Xiao, we can take out a Psychic. Yep, here it comes. How do we deal with this? How do we deal with this? I think it's a matter of trying to... That was totally a misclick. I misclicked that so bad because I right clicked and then I tried to left click it away and I left clicked on Azelf. God. I'm just gonna go for a Psychic. Yeah, we go down. Hyper Voice comes back. Alright. I think we still lose this. I think that's a problem. 17. Nice. Oh, I'm still alive. What? No, I don't think I'm killing though. Yeah. Bro.
Yeah, it tanks so much damage and it can dish it out a lot and it also is amazing coverage.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think I could hit like 90% of your team with super effective if I wanted to.
Yeah, you had a lot. I really underestimated it, and I lost 2 mons because of it.
Yeah, because your size method, I like you. What was your plan with that? If I'm
really, it was just trying to be a special wall. I was gonna try and get a toxic off to slowly wear you down. I didn't realize that you got energy ball.
Oh yeah, that's really rough. I mean, I had energy ball Meloetta, but I'm not sure if you've seen my team. I also had mystical leaf on Sovian.
No, I haven't watched much because you only had the one match.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sorry about that.
No, don't apologize.
I mean, I didn't even know Sylvian got magical leaf. And yeah, I just saw it scrolling through the moveset because I actually didn't know what I had to bring. I wanted it to be offensive with Hyper Voice and Mystical Fire. But yeah, I saw magical leaf and I was like, yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Just in case it wasn't necessary, but it was always nice to have it in the back.
Yeah, I thought as soon as I saw the substitute go up, I thought you were gonna submine.
No, Calm Mind didn't even really cross my mind because you had the what's it called, Heat Ring.
Ah, true.
And I knew Heatring, I knew Sylvian couldn't do a lot until Heatring was gone.
Yeah, very interesting. I think the most unfortunate part of that match was the Greninja Water Shuriken that no one saw coming.
Oof, yeah.
Because what is it?
You were especially defensive?
I was specially defensive. I was not. Here, let me send you my team. I can just send you to it. So that way you have it. There you go. No, I was offensive.
Oh, you were max HP.
Mm-hmm. That was max HP offensive.
Damn, you were solar beam?
Mm-hmm.
Well, water shuriken would have done 35 to 45% damage. So I would have broken your shop. Anyway, that was my main goal. To break the shop because Mienzo could have always coming and kill you with close combat.
Yeah, true. I'm just more disappointed because I could have lived taking out with Solar Beam and it would have just lowered differential a bit, but oh well.
Yeah.
Take what you can get.
Yeah, that was the main part for you, the differential.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been very nice for you.
It would have. But it's fine. We'll make it back. It's not like I'm fighting the #1 team next week.
You're facing Billy?
I'm facing Dravos.
Oh. Oof. Yeah, that's gonna be a rough one for you as well.
Yep.
But I don't think you should talk too much about it because I don't think you want to give your tactics away.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you're facing 2 first and 1 in a row, so.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've had the worst matchups.
Yeah, I've had some pretty bad matchups.
Can only go uphill, right?
Can only go up. Alright. Is there anything you want to say about your team? What you felt you kind of got disappointed by?
Gleiger.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit. It got destroyed by a flamethrower.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, the low roll into the high roll.
Yeah. I was debating between Gleiger and Alumamoga. But I was like, yeah, Gleiger can come in and then kill, but yeah, it had to take 2 hits and it wasn't built for that.
Yeah, I was predicting Alum would come. That's partially why I brought the Solar Beam set.
I am. Yeah, then it wouldn't have mattered a lot, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But after, it would have done
I think
85% max.
Yeah, I think depending on sets, I did like 75 to 85.
Yeah. But yeah, Alumamoga couldn't have broken your shop, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Greiger, if it would have gotten an earthquake off, it would have been okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then it would have done like 150%.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm disappointed in Heatring. Eggring, I mean.
Because we got one, it came in and got two-shot by an Electabuzz. Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of forgot I wasn't Mega yet, so I was like, yeah, that was really dumb. But I didn't have a safe swapping for it. Well, in hindsight, Meruella would have been fine, but I didn't know for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's always good to be safe.
Yeah, Meruella would have walled herself, and after I knew what Electabuzz would do, I knew if Meruella could wall it as well, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely underestimated Meloetta. Being part normal is great deterrent for psychic types who like to have Shadow Ball.
Yeah. She doesn't take a lot of hits that are super effective against her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's Bug and Dark, and you don't see a lot of Bug types anyway, especially special. And most Psychics don't really get Dark Boost, I think.
No, not really. Oh, well, thank you for the wonderful conversation. It's always fun interviewing and speaking with you.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for coming.
It was my pleasure.
Alright. Good luck in your other match today.
Thank you, you too, man.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Alright, so that was Mr. Joker, the commissioner. So we both brought up some disappointments. I was disappointed in losing Sableye and Seismitoad early and also dying to that water shuriken. He was disappointed in Gligar and Aggron from both getting 2 code. It's understandable, but things happen. So, like I brought up in the middle of the match, sorry, he's just making fun of his own expense. Like I brought up in the middle of the match, next week we are going up against, we are right here, we are going up against the Bellingham Klefkis, who are the #1 team in the league, at least according to PR, and it's easy to see why. They have tons of threatening Pokemon on offensive and defensive, Pokemon like Kyurem Black, Mega Gallade, Togekiss, Empoleon, Sylveon, who can do whatever the hell it wants because he has every other typing. And looking at it right now, he's actually, where is he? I think he's ahead a bit. Yeah, he is a 1 point lead. Whereas us, we are now going in with a 4 point, no. Because it was 2 up, then we lost 1, so we're 1 up. So we're going in at 2-0, 0-2. So it's unfortunate, but hopefully starting now we can start to make a comeback. Obviously, Dravos is going to be a tricky opponent to come at, but we're going to try our best. Also, sorry if you heard my dog barking randomly. I guess it was only now, once I started an interview, she decides that she needs to go out. So we'll have to see about that. But yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in and watching the series. We will be back next week for our battle against Dravos. Until then, enjoy the rest of your days or the rest of your evenings, and I will see you all next week.